Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. It's Mr. Shakespeare here again with you on the 16th of Feb, 2023. I'm here with Psychic Medium and remote viewer Liz Cross. How are you doing today, Liz?
Good, thank you. Again, I'm sorry you're not well. So I hope you recover over the weekend and you're back to normal on Monday.
Okay, this is one that you wanted to do.
UFOs? It is one I wanted to do. So I sprung this on you. Everybody's talking about these UFOs that are being shot down. Oh, by the way, Mr. Shakespeare, what did you get for Valentine's Day?
What did I get? Nothing?
Yeah, nothing. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? My husband got me the perfect gift. You know what he got me?
Lawnmower.
No, no. He got me a cross-country excursion in a hot air balloon.
Oh, no, now you're going to be the balloon woman now going across.
With a strong wind up to Montana so I could be shot down. Okay, just a joke. Anyway, yeah, how much do you know about these UFOs being shot down?
Not much, only things that, I'm picking up. I know what I think they are, just a massive distraction to Sorry, go
ahead.
I think they're a massive distraction from what's going on in the real world. I think, following on the footsteps of the weather balloon, that was spying supposedly on America, even though China has about 300 satellites that can do that quite well. They sent a weather balloon. And now we've got UFOs shot down. I mean,
well, let's ask what these objects were. That was the main reason for this probe. So I'm going to group the U.S. Defense Department. Okay, so I'm going to group them as an entity. What were these objects that you shot down in the sky? Oh, mostly just rubbish objects, right? And I'm saying, do you know where they came from? Yes. So they were surveillance objects. And are they from alien life form at all? Or do they have any attachment to, what we think is a UFO, as in aliens or some other planet? No, they're not. He believes that they're tech companies collecting data. Okay. And I'm saying, how big were these objects? They were not very big at all. But I'm saying, how do you feel about these, this data collecting that's going on? And it's alarming. They automatically think it's alarming. I'm saying, why do you think it's alarming? Because here you go. You're going to like this answer. Because they like to be the ones in charge doing all the spying, not people spying on them, right? And this goes into what I said recently on another video. These companies, these platforms, these tech conglomerates are so much more powerful than the government could ever hope to be now, right? The government doesn't destroy your life anymore. It's the tech companies that destroy your life. So I feel like this was a tech company that was gathering information. Do you know which tech company it's coming from? Yes, they do. Which tech company? Is it anything that we are aware of? Yes. Is it Google? No. Is it like Instagram? No. Facebook? Facebook does a lot of spying on people, but I'm saying, do they do it from the air? No. Okay. Was this out of Silicon Valley? Yes. So here we go. This is what these objects are. Are you going to announce that's what these objects are? No, they're still under investigation.
And also, if they announce it, it's an American company putting up an American thing shut down by an American Defense Department. That's not as exciting as telling people they're UFOs. So
Yes, that's true. So how do you feel about aliens? He doesn't like, or sorry, the Defense Department, whoever's answering this question, I feel like there's a leader at the Defense Department that's answering this question, but they're all kind of standing behind him. He doesn't seem to like these aliens and UFO. Are you scared of them? Yeah, he is frightened. He says, I'm very frightened of their capability, their power. I'm saying, how much do you know about their power? They have a lot more power than we could ever hope to have. And I've always said that about aliens too. They are so extremely powerful. I would like to dive in much deeper to find out why these aliens don't have souls. That's interesting to me as well, that something like that doesn't have a soul. I don't understand it. So that's definitely another probe for another time. Any other questions?
For Mr. Robot.
Yeah. No, no, you're not really interested in that stuff, Mr. Shakespeare. And that's okay because you bring, out this stuff. But yeah, definitely, it seems to be some sort of, objects from tech companies. And let me ask the tech companies, why do you feel it's necessary to have these objects in the sky? So they're gathering data. They're gathering a lot of scientific research. A lot of it has been, under the table. They don't want anybody to know that they're paying these, for this research, that they're conducting this research. What is it going to do to benefit you? It's basically researching how we live, how we move about, how we, climate change has a lot to do with it as well. But of course, that's not, like you said, that's not a good story as shooting down unidentified objects over the waters of Alaska. So
did they realize that it was very likely that their objects were going to get shot down by the American military, especially in view of what happened with the balloon? I mean, America's Defense Department have got paranoid now about anything that's flying that they don't know about. So didn't they realize that it was going to get shot down, or had the likelihood of getting shot
down? No, because this has been going on for quite some time.
And did the Department of Defense know this has been going on for quite some time?
Did the Department of Defense know that this has been going on for quite some time? They had suspected it, but they haven't been able to locate some of these objects. Listen, what I'm getting very strongly is these objects have mirrors. This is what they're showing to me. They have mirrors attached to them. So it kind of makes them invisible. Does that make sense?
So a bit like an F-150 truck with with the mirrors on the side. Is that what you mean? That type of thing?
I've never seen an F-150 truck with mirrors on the side. So if you think of like maybe a drone type of object, right? Think of that. And it's completely surrounded with mirrors from top to bottom, apart from the little bitty like spy hole. So you may pick up a heat in the, the heat sensor in the air, right? But you're not going to actually see anything, maybe a shine here and there, but it just seems that's what they're showing me. It's like they look invisible. They're not very large objects.
Well, I was going to say, how big actually are they?
They're not large. They don't need to be. You can make data gathering objects very small now.
What is the power source? What powers them?
Oh, that's a good question. What is the power source of these objects? So some of them are they battery? But they're almost like solar rechargeable batteries.
Okay.
So they constantly recharge themselves.
Right. And what sort of height do they get to?
What sort of height? So they get to a few thousand feet.
Okay, but I mean, that's not very high, a few thousand feet.
No, no. Are they higher than an airplane? Not really higher than an airplane, no.
I mean, most planes fly when they're at cruising altitudes about 30 to 35,000 feet.
Are they at 30,000 feet high? No, they're not 30,000 feet high. How high was that balloon? Do you know?
Right, I don't know what height that was.
Let's ask. Was that balloon higher than a cruising altitude of an airplane? No, it was lower. They don't want it to be in the flight path, right? These things are programmed to stay away from flight paths.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a lot of questions out there. Again, people are more than welcome to, drop this on the Discord. If they have questions, tag Mr. Shakespeare. We can revisit this again. Obviously, more information is going to come out, more people we can probe. I know Joe Biden is supposed to make a press conference today, but as you'll see in the last video that we just did, he's very difficult to probe. There's like nothing there, right? It's vacant. He can't remember. So, yeah. But if there are any good questions, if we have some experts out there in this aviation stuff, then by all means, drop some questions down on the YouTube. If you're not in the Discord, you need to be, right? We have a lot of good discussions going on. You get exclusive content, and you also get to interact with Mr. Shakespeare and Mr. Robot, the interviewers. You do that, it costs like $3.50 a week, people. Seriously, it's not going to break the bank. You also get discounts on readings and the Monday morning, which is the most beneficial thing. I tell you, we've had people in the CTT group now for several months to a year. It's life-changing. If you're not in the CTT group, you're missing out. It's like $3.50 a week, people, for healing. I heal groups of people at a time every Monday morning, 9 a.m. Central. You need to join the Patreon. You do that by going to Patreon/remote viewing and beyond. Mr. Shakespeare, any last words from you?
No, that's all we got.
All right. Well, as more information comes out, and hopefully our audience will participate in the questioning, and we can do this again. Thank you very much.